Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Jenny Oceans, your host for this beautiful podcast, Coming Home with Jenny Oceans. And I want to welcome you and read a little script. I shine my light on you so that you can feel supported to reach within and discover the wisdom that already lies within you. I am here to guide women. I'm here to guide you, and I'm grateful that you have found your way to this beautiful space where you can tune in and receive all and everything that you are needing to receive, and trusting and surrendering that you will always, always receive exactly what it is you need. Buckle up, welcome, tune in, and allow for yourself to receive. Welcome, everyone. It is a stormy day on the Gold Coast today, and I have a beautiful message that I want to come in and share with you all. Number one, celebrating you for coming in and choosing to expand and to grow and choosing to bring awareness into your life and choosing you for this moment, choosing to come in here for you to receive. That is a celebration in itself. So I truly and deeply celebrate you, and I feel really honored that you're choosing to spend your time with me. As always, I want to show my deepest respect for the original custodians of this land I call my home, the land we're right now, the Bundjalung country, and the Yugambeh people. Paying my respects for all who's walked before us, all that is walking with us, and all that will walk after us. It feels like such a beautiful privilege to be able to call this place my home. For all the knowledge and wisdom that these beautiful people have collected and gathered over the years to learn how to live on the land and off the land with the deepest gratitude for Earth, for Mother Earth. Forever grateful for the wisdom that is chosen to share with us, teach us, the dance, the communication, and the honoring of the land. Forever grateful, forever grateful. I hope. Thank you, and bringing to you this beautiful episode on this Saturday afternoon on the Gold Coast, very stormy. And I actually just went to upgrade my website, and I jumped on my website to have a read. And I read it and I went, wow, this is so powerful. And to be honest, I've been sitting this week with the question of how can I get these beautiful women to see me? How can I be seen more? How can I be heard more? How can I open up the portal for these women to soak up of my goodness? Because there's so much wisdom and there's so much knowledge that I want to share with the world. And I somehow feel a little bit cramped into a box. And I don't belong in this box. And I just feel like I want to stab holes all over this box so that my light can shine through this box to be seen. And I don't want to do all of these things that people do to be seen. I just want to be me, truly and authentically, and trusting in the process that the women will find me. They will find their way to my light. As I've poked all of these holes in this square box, the women will see the light shining through this box so that I can teach them how to shine their light. But I jumped on my website and I read this thing that is on the front page of my website, and I got teary and I was like, I need to share this. Listen to this. I shine my light on you so that you feel supported to reach within and discover the wisdom that already lies within you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I want you to reach within so that you can find that wisdom and beauty that lies within you already. Lost and confused, sad and lonely, at the same time as I knew I should be the happiest person on earth. I just gave birth to the most magical girl. I was happy and oh so grateful, but I couldn't get past the dark, deep hole of loneliness and confusion. There was many moments of laughter and joy, but there was also many moments where I was curled up in the corner, taking myself through a panic attack. There was many moments filled with anxiety and deep anger. I knew something had to change. I knew something wasn't right. I did what felt impossible. I transformed my life. I'm now teaching other women to do the same, to come back home to their true self, to fall in love with themselves deeply and completely, and feel absolute confidence in who that is. I fell in love with me, and that made me fall in love with life. I guide women on a deep transformative journey, combining powerful practices such as mindset work, breath work, cold water immersion, nervous system reset and regulation, through trauma-informed coaching and shamanic healing. I help women reconnect with their true self, allowing for them to release what no longer serves them and rediscover the wisdom they already hold within. My approach is deeply rooted in the energy of Mother Earth, weaving together earth healing and sacred practices that bring harmony to body and soul. Together we will unlock your inner strength and align you with your highest truth. My promise to you, I will never teach anything that I don't have the understanding and knowledge to teach. I teach from experience and practice. I have walked a walk, and I am here to make your walk smoother than mine was. I was once where you are. I am just a few steps ahead of you, shining my light on your path. And I want you to really sit and understand what that means. I don't believe in quick fixes. I don't believe in magic pills. I have tried it all, and none of it worked. I spent so many years trying the quick fixes, and it didn't work. Because the truth is, to see lifelong results, sustainable changes in your life, you need to take numerous steps. And when I say that I have walked a walk, I still am walking the walk. I have numerous people reaching out saying, I have done the work. And I said, there is no ending to the work. It's like saying, I ate well, or I did breathe. There is no ending. It's a continuous process of life where we are choosing to become aware of what is serving us, and we continue to do what's serving us because it makes us feel good. And I keep coming back. This week has been deep in coming back to the learning and the wisdom that I've done over 20 years. And in the understanding that things have become so normal in my life that I don't always think about all of the things that I do. But then I pick up a book and I'm like, wow, that is exactly what I teach inside my program. This is what I teach the women. And I haven't opened this book up for like 7 years. And this is not just one book. It happens over and over again. I will listen to someone in a podcast or in a video, whatever it might be, a masterclass. And I'm like, this is exactly what I teach. But I have forgotten, because it's become my way of living. It's become so normal for me that I no longer think about all of these steps every single day. And today I really sat there and realized that I really have transformed my life. And there was a conversation this week of success. And I was like, success doesn't lie in physical proof. Success is something that we feel within. And when I came into a state of truly falling so deeply in love with myself, and I realized who I really was, and I came into that awareness and realization of who am I started to realize what it is that I want. And that is also what I teach the women inside Becoming. It's, if we don't know who we are, then it's impossible to know what we want, what we truly want, not what we think we want in the physical world, but what we actually want. Because if we don't know who we are, then we don't know what we want. And if we don't know what we want, well, where are we going? It's like jumping in the car in a town you've never been to before, and you're going somewhere, but where the hell are you going? But if you jump in a car in a town that you know exactly where you're going because you're living in the past. You're going where you have already been. And if you don't become curious on where to go, then you're going to be stuck in the past. Every day is going to be a repetition of the past, and your future is going to be the past because you're not choosing a new path. Now, I don't believe in jumping on the highway and just get to the end destination. I believe to get on the scenic route, knowing where you are going, but go on the scenic route, because when you get to the destination, you might not enjoy the destination. So if you chose to jump on the highway, basically living life to get to your retirement, to then you live your life, because the retirement is your destination, but then you get there and you're actually not enjoying it. Then you have wasted your whole time because you just jumped on the highway to just get there. But if you choose to get on the scenic route and you choose to enjoy every single moment, even though you have a destination in mind, you are going towards the destination, but you are taking the scenic route. You're enjoying every single moment. If you get there and you don't enjoy it, that's fine, because you have enjoyed the road to get there. Do I make sense? I hope I make sense. It's the importance of enjoying every single moment and not just going places just to get there, but to go places to really enjoy it. Enjoy every moment of getting there. And just sitting listening to that is so profound, in the understanding that if we keep looking at what other people are doing, the rain is pouring down. If we keep looking at what other people are doing, we're going to get confused, and we're going to believe that we need to go where someone else has been. And we're going to go in that direction because we don't really know who we are. That's why my question always is, who are you? I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I have 3 kids, I do this for work. And I'm like, no, that's not who you are. That is what your reality looks like right now, but that's not who you are. Who are you? Who are you? Who is the woman? Who is your true self? Because when we remove the external world, when we spend time in silence and we allow for ourselves to listen to ourselves, we move into internal awareness of who we truly are. And when we're starting to connect with that woman, then we're starting to realize who we are. And when we know who we are, we know what we truly desire in life. And we stop wanting things just because we think we need them. We're starting to see life in a different way. Life becomes different. Everything changes. We no longer do things just to do them. We do things because we feel a calling and a desire to do the thing. And I'm not saying that just because you spend time meditating and you're connecting to yourself and connect with your true self and you embody her, that every single moment is going to be unicorn and rainbow poo. What I'm saying is that you're creating such a deep awareness of yourself that it becomes easier to navigate and understand. There is so many steps. Detoxifying your body, becoming aware of your thoughts, understanding where your thoughts are coming from, working through your thoughts. There is so much. I have someone reaching out the other day and they're like, I have this thing from my past and I need to deal with it, and I've already done the work, but I need to just get rid of that thing. And I was like, well, there's people you can go and see and they will cut cords and they'll do the things. And yes, I do believe in that, but also I believe that it's a matter of coming into a state of truly knowing who you are and have the awareness of moving through life with ease, with grace, and with flow. When you're changing your way of seeing life, when you change the way of experiencing life, you are totally reprogramming your mind. Is this software that's become a hardware, and you are totally reprogramming. If you heard me speak before, you've heard me speak about the library before, and we're removing books to replace them with your truth. It is not a quick fix. It's a total transformation of how you choose to see life, how you choose to live life, and your awareness and your experience of life. Everything changes. It is no longer just a palm tree. It's a beautiful life creation. You have so much deep gratitude for it. And that might sound like fucking bullshit. But when you come into that state, and you come into that state when you deeply fall in love with yourself, and to fall in love with yourself, you're going to have to go through the shit. It's like any relationship. It's not always going to be fairy tale. You have got to go through the shit, and you have got to come into a state where you just love yourself. even for the parts that it's pissing you off. And I created a reel about that this morning. I'm like, I came into a state where I really deeply fell in love with myself. And when I fell in love with myself, I fell in love with life. And everything started to make sense. I started to have so much appreciation for life in everything. So it's not a quick fix. It's a matter of understanding that we reprogram our mind to see, feel, and experience life in a different way, to bring awareness into our life. And when we do these things, we are going to disconnect from people that are beautiful people in our life. We're going to reconnect with people that make sense in the time we're in at the moment. We're going to reconnect with people that we had a break from. But we've got to remember that we are the odd ones out, and keeping that in mind. Because most people in the world, like there's 8 billion people or so in the world, and most of them are choosing to live life to just get through it. And when you're someone to go, hey, stop, I'm not just going to get through life, I'm actually going to live my life. This is my life, and I'm going to live my life to its fullest potential. Now, there's no difference with people in the world. We're all the same. We all have 24 hours a day. It's a matter of your system, your mind, on how you are choosing to live your life, how you're choosing to see your life. You can just choose to get through life and get done with it and be done with it and do what everyone else is doing. Or you can go, hey, no, that's not actually for me. I'm going to do things differently. You will question things. You will do things differently. And you will be seen as the strange one. And that's absolutely okay. Because you're going to start finding different people in your life. You're going to surround yourself with people that encourage you to want the most out of life. It's like someone squeezing a lemon and just throwing it out. And then all of a sudden you will find someone that truly squeezes the lemon, continue squeezing your lemon, and they will grate off the rind of the lemon because they don't want to miss it. That's someone that's squeezing out every single inch of life because they know that this life is a gift. It's a gift for you. It's your life. And you can choose to do whatever you want with it. And, it's when you become so aware of your life, you start to realize that you can create anything in your life. Oh my God, I feel so emotional about this. When you're starting to realize that when you look around and you see people doing things in their life that you really want to do in your life, and you realize that the only difference is that they're doing it. That's the only difference. People that believe in themselves and people don't believe in themselves. And if you listen to my last podcast where I impromptu did a podcast with my daughter and I said, you believe you can do anything? And she goes, yes. And she's 7 years old. And she truly knows that she can do anything. Because I'm leading with example and showing her that she can do anything. There was a time of my life where I used to just curl up on the ground, on the floor, wherever I was, and I would just wish for it to be over. I was like, I just want it to be over. I can't keep going anymore. I don't want this anymore. I don't want to go on anymore. Because I didn't believe that I could do anymore. I knew that there was more, but I didn't know how to get there. I keep saying this, that I felt like I was sitting in front of a burning bridge of fire and I could see on the other side of that bridge was this magical life, and I knew that I was worthy of it, but I didn't know how to go over that burning fire. I didn't know how to get there. And I would just curl up, and I remember there were so many moments where I just curl up and I just wished that I would die. And this time I was sitting in a dinghy and the tide was going crossways and the motor wouldn't work. And I had no muscles and I was so tired and I just wanted to stop paddling. And my then ex-husband, he was like, what are you going to do? You're just going to give up and die? And I was like, yeah, I am. And that happened on a weekly basis. I just wanted to give up and die. I was like, I'm just going to lay here and pretend I'm dead and hopefully I'm just not going to wake up again. And now that is so far from my reality. That is the opposite to my reality. I am not stopping. This is my life. And I want to live it the way I want to live it. And I'm not settling for any less. I'm going to keep going. And that is not, some people will tell me like, are you just going to stress and struggle for the rest of your life? And I'm like, it's not a stress and a struggle. It's a matter of knowing what's available for me and going for that and not settle for anything less. I don't want anything less. I want to live my life the way I desire to live my life. And I'm going to do that. And some people will look at you and go, why are you struggling so much? Why are you just not being happy with what it is? Because I don't want to get to the end of my days and go, fuck, I could have done more. I don't want to get to that. I want to know that every night I go to bed, I'm so freaking proud of myself. I celebrate myself every single day. And I know that I've done everything I can to live my life to its fullest potential for that day and for every single day. And I'm here to lead the way, and I'm here to show what's possible. And when I read this part on my website, I was like, this is so fucking beautiful. Like, I feel there is so much of me to be shown to the world. And I do trust and surrender that the women will feel it and will see it. But somehow I feel like there is this block, like I said, this box around me, and I'm just sitting inside stabbing it with forks so that my light can shine through, so these beautiful women can see my light and be inspired by my light, so I can shine my light on them and make their path easier. You still have to walk the path, but I want it to be easier for you. I don't want it to be as hard for you as it was for me. I want to make it easier for you. I've walked a path to make it easier for you. And it's raining really heavily, so I'm going to go and shut my doors to make sure that my house doesn't get wet on the floor. And I'm sending you so much love and light, and I'm really proud of you for staying here and listening to the end. And please know that with every single word that is shared, I share my light, and you are receiving it. You are receiving the seeds. You're receiving the wisdom just by listening. If you received anything, if there's anything through this episode that has really sparked something within you, please share this episode with your loved ones. Let me know if you've enjoyed it. I would love to know. And I'm sending you so much love. And I want you to know that no matter what you're going through, there is a different story for you. Once you realize that you can be the creator of your life, once you realize that you are the creator of your life, even when it's shitty moments, I want you to know you will get through. I honestly, every day, feel so incredibly grateful for my life. I feel so abundant. I have so much love for myself. And I want you to know that it wasn't always like that. I just explained shortly for you what's been. You know, there's been many different stories in my life. I feel like I've lived many lifetimes. I lived in sheds. I've lived in factories. I've been homeless. I've lived in car. I've had nothing. I've manifested the most amazing rental home for me when I had no money. And I have done so many magical things in my life. And I did spend every single day with anxiety. I did have panic attacks weekly. I did try to end my life numerous times. I was dependent on medication. I was stamped and labeled from professionals. And there is so many things to speak about. But the truth is that no matter what your story looks like right now, it can look different. When you are ready to go, I'm taking responsibility for my life right now, I'm leaving that comfortable victim seat, you step up and you leave that fucking rocking chair behind and you take responsibility for your life, everything will change. All right. Sending you so much love. And make sure you celebrate yourself for taking these 20 odd minutes to encourage growth and awareness in your life. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. So much love. Don't forget to find me on social media. I am Jenny Oceans or jennyoceans.com. Plenty of in-person events. And if you're ready to take the leap, becoming is definitely for you. Just jump on my website to commit to that, or send me a message and we'll jump on a free 30-minute connection call. Sending you all my love. Ciao.